Hello and welcome to our roundup of the European Parliament's latest plenary session here in Brussels. Now, the European Union has been through some difficult times recently, but there's no shortage of countries queuing up to join. The centrepiece of this week's session has been a debate about the progress that several countries are making towards EU membership. Serbia, Kosovo, Turkey and Montenegro, 4 countries outside the EU hoping one day to join the club. They're all at different points along the road to membership. A recent thaw in relations between Serbia and Kosovo has enhanced their prospects of making progress. Montenegro is expected to start membership negotiations later this year, but Turkey's momentum seems to be slowing down. György Schöpflin, a Hungarian MEP who's our group's shadow rapporteur on Serbia, praised the country's commitment to meeting the EU's expectations.
The Serbs have done a great deal of work, but let's be quite clear on they still have a great deal of work to do. They have a long way to go, but it does seem to me they're heading in the right direction. And of course, there's one key thing. There are going to be elections there very soon, a few weeks, and then the big question is, will the new government take on the legacy of the previous government?
In the meantime, Croatia is expected to become the 28th member state of the EU sometime next year. The EPP Group has led the European Union's response to the financial and economic crisis. In the past couple of years, the Parliament has passed a series of measures to enhance regulation of the markets and prevent the possibility of another crisis emerging in the future. This week, the focus has been on derivatives. Derivatives are financial instruments linked to the underlying value or status of an asset. They're important because until now the vast majority of derivative products have been traded outside stock exchanges. That has made it very difficult for financial authorities to assess and monitor the trade in derivatives and therefore the risk posed by derivative trading to market stability. This week, Parliament approved a report that seeks to bring derivatives trading into the mainstream financial market. Werner Langen, the German MEP from our group who authored the report, explained the importance of this issue.
Damit wird der Bankensektor stabiler.
With this measure on derivatives, the banking sector is going to be more stable. From the investments the banking sector makes to the profits realized, there will be more transparency and responsibility.
Bankenmarkt möglich.
The derivatives legislation is another sign of the Parliament's determination to create new supervisory structures for the financial markets. Balancing civil liberties and security concerns. It's a delicate job and one that MEPs often have to consider. This week the issue has been passenger name records, or PNR. Law enforcement authorities in the United States have been pressing the EU for an agreement on providing passenger data on people flying from Europe to the US. Until now, it's been impossible for the European Union and the United States to come to an agreement on sharing passenger information. The key sticking point has always been whether sufficient safeguards exist for EU citizens' personal data. But there was a breakthrough this week when the Parliament's Civil Liberties, Justice and Home Affairs Committee voted in favour of the deal currently on the table. Our group's spokesman is German MEP Axel Voss.
We tried this very hard. It's sometimes very hard to convince people who are very ideological influenced, and so they are looking only on ideological points, and we're trying to look at the consequences, at the realities, and therefore this was a good win for all of us.
This issue will go before the full Parliament in April at the next Strasbourg session. And that's where you'll see us next, when we'll be bringing you all the latest political developments from the European Parliament and news of how the EPP Group is shaping the debate on the issues that matter. For more information on our group's activities, please visit our website, eppgroup.eu. Thanks for watching and see you again soon.